Over the years, as Contra Costa County's population has grown dramatically, so has its conservation legacy, much of it on and around iconic Mount Diablo.
We've now gone from about 7,000 acres to 110,000 acres of Diablo lands that are protected. That's bigger than Point Reyes National Seashore. That's bigger than the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. And of course, towering above all of it, Mount Diablo.
As Contra Costa cities continue to grow fast, especially on its eastern flanks, many residents are rallying to grow the county's connected mosaic of public parks and open spaces to keep pace with the population and protect the natural environment people and wildlife depend upon for their health and well-being.
If you think of the Bay Area, there is not another urban area in the United States of America that has this type of open space available for the people. And if we take it for granted, it could be very different in the future. So let's not take our incredible home for granted.
Well, that's the city of Antioch in East Contra Costa County, and this neighborhood right below me is built right up against public open space. That's the East Bay Regional Park District's Black Diamond Mines Regional Preserve. Well, Antioch, in fact, all of East Contra Costa County is one of the fastest growing regions in the Bay Area, and it's facing big choices about how to balance community growth with the protection of open space. On this journey, we're exploring eastern Contra Costa County with two leading conservationists, Ted Clement and Seth Adams, with Save Mount Diablo, a nonprofit organization working to preserve open space in the county since 1971.
The best thing about Antioch is that it literally backs up to Black Diamond Mines Regional Preserve.
They'll show me a few of the parks and open spaces they're now seeking to secure, expand, connect, and open to the public in the years ahead, including Black Diamond Mines Regional Preserve and land at the edge of Antioch. But we'll start next to Brentwood in Marsh Creek State Park. Due to a lack of state funding, Marsh Creek State Park is not open to the public, but the park's superintendent, Ryan Goring, ushers the three of us in to get a glimpse of what's here and what needs to be done to open this slice of California history and nature. Nearly 3,700 acres of it to everyone.
John Marsh, he was one of the first white settlers that came across from the East Coast. He was here from 1837 to 1856.
The first American citizen to settle in what's now Contra Costa County, Marsh built the Stone Mansion, an historic treasure now literally crumbling before our eyes without sufficient public money to care for it.
But basically this wall over here actually collapsed.
History is struggling but still alive here, including along the banks of Marsh Creek, where evidence of Native American habitation has been found stretching back at least 7,000 years. This crown jewel of Contra Costa was saved in cooperation with the city of Brentwood, allowing housing to be developed right nearby in exchange for protecting the park and opening it to the public on 70 miles of trails into the vast open space of Marsh Creek, carefully balancing economic growth and open space preservation.
This can become California's newest state park, and we are so excited about that. And this June, Doug, Californians have an incredible opportunity to approve Proposition 68, the California Clean Water and Safe Parks Act, which will provide the critical resources to open incredible places like this for all Californians.
If the voters of California choose to pass Proposition 68, many parks and open spaces here and elsewhere will receive their first significant infusion of state funding in 15 years. And perhaps we can all get to see the world of John Marsh for ourselves someday soon. From Marsh Creek State Park, we follow the open road through lands that have been permanently preserved towards the city of Antioch and a large stretch of open space whose fate is yet to be determined.
We are literally inside the city limits of Antioch. They annexed 4 square miles at one point of incredible open space and ranch lands, and they're proposing 4,000 houses here. They've already been developing on the east side of Deer Valley.
4,000 houses right here?
4,000 houses in the whole Sand Creek focus area here. But this is also important endangered species land, and more importantly, it's a wildlife corridor stretching between protected areas at either end. So if those areas get cut off from each other, we lose a lot of the value there.
Save Mount Diablo's desire is to preserve this open space, connect it seamlessly as a wildlife and recreational corridor back to Marsh Creek and other protected landscapes to the east and south, and west all the way to Black Diamond Mines Regional Preserve in the distance, and give local voters a voice in deciding its and their futures.
It's really about balance and quality of life. That's what it comes down to, and we think Antioch voters should have a say on balance and quality of life.
Our last stop in Contra Costa leads into the East Bay Regional Park District's Black Diamond Mines, where we can learn about coal mining and sand mining that flourished here in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and explore 65 miles of trails. On a high ridge with Colin Coffey, a member of the Park District's Board of Directors, and park naturalist Kevin Dixon, we survey the scene of nature all around, view where we've come from today, and reflect on where we may be headed tomorrow.
I've been with the parks about 10 years, been out here at Black Diamond about 4 years, and it's my favorite park in the district. I'm not saying that because I'm biased.
It is designed to assure that there is a wildlife corridor that exists for both the wildlife on the land and the wildlife in the air, so that natural migrations can take place across this vast planned wilderness. What my dream is for 100 years from now is, if you take where we're standing right now and look at all points of the compass, all you see is vast open space.
These are the sensitive resources that will make the difference between Antioch being a nice place to live and Antioch being a great place to live. It should be surrounded by open space that people and their children can enjoy for generations to come.